Pode começar.
Okay, so we're here with another dance talks. This time it's gonna be in English because of my friend Chris. He's from Bulgaria. I want him to know him because he's now living in Portugal. So without further introduce, here we have Bboy Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit of your story. Like, I know that you're from Bulgaria, but you're from Bulgaria, then you come to Spain. Now you're here in Portugal. Tell us a little bit of you, how that all that happened.
Yeah. So I was living in Bulgaria when my sister took me from there.
Yeah.
She told me she invited me to go to Spain and just to hanging out, have vacations, you know.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to visit Spain, you know. I thought it's like a Mexico, because of the hot and the weather, you know. But actually, when I went there, it was so weird because I was thinking, I'm never gonna learn that language, you know.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
fast, so people were so energetic, and then I took 1 year staying there, learning the stuff
Good stuff.
and how goes things, you know. Then even for dancing it was so hard for me because Spanish people, they're not too open about the language, you know.
Understand.
So yeah, it was kind of really good the experience, you know.
Where were you? Like in in
North of Spain, Leon.
Leon.
It's
Yeah.
400
I've been there.
kilometers.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
And yeah, it was a big experience for me to know about Spain, and yeah, it takes me 11 years staying there.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, good.
And
Then
and now you're here in Portugal. Like you came here. So what made you just change again?
man, it was thinking about progression, you know.
Yeah.
And I have my friend as well, you know him,
Yeah,
Miguel.
Miguel is gonna do the next dance talk. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just told me if you wanna have new experience, just to make a new life or whatever,
Yeah.
even for dancing, you know, we were talking about that maybe from 1 year or 2 years. If you want to come here, you're already invited, my family, to try another, you know, future.
Another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, thing. And yeah, and I was excited because I always wanted to learn a new language, even for the Portuguese language.
Yeah,
you know?
Portuguese.
Sounds like Brazilian, but I already know the origin is from here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big challenge for me now.
It's a challenge. I think that as a dancers, we always grow with these kinds of experiences. I think it's really good for us not be even as a dancer, an artist. You staying and getting different energies, different vibes. You progress and you meet new people. You see other things, and it's always good for our progression as a dancer. Are you enjoying so far? Saying Portugal, what are the differences that you see from Portugal and Spain?
Ah man, yeah, I'm really enjoying because
Yeah.
for me was the main thing. When I came here, it was okay, not just the work,
Yeah.
not just about doing stuff, you know, just to know about the culture, about people. Yeah, here's more the people more open, you know.
Okay.
Not like Spanish people are so character so hard, and to know them is you must be more deeper, you know, to know them.
Yeah.
But here it's so different totally. People are so more open, more happy, you know. Maybe it's different places, you know. It's about the team or ambience,
Yeah,
the friends.
Maybe this is the experience that you're having here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's different. It's different. Yeah, totally, bro.
And maybe when we change, everything is so new that it's always good.
Yeah.
Not that something is better than the other, but
Yeah.
when we change, everything is fresh, everything is
Yeah.
new. So talking about fresh, you're fresh b-boy. Like you have some really dope skills that we're gonna check out later.
Yeah.
But what made you have that passion for breakdance and b-boy? Like I said, I want to be a b-boy.
Oh man, yeah, that's a large story, bro. Large story. When I was a baby, like maybe 2 years old, my mom was watching me like spinning the floor, like doing like crazy stuff in my head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And she told me like when I was like 4 or 3 years, she told me, I see you in the future doing that. Like without knowing, like yeah, you can do it. You I see you in the future doing that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like I had fun doing that. So what made me is the life.
Yeah,
Because every people says like dancing is saving your life, stuff like that. But I was like more for having fun.
yeah,
And one day I met a guys, like he's a typical, but I met them like dancing outside without nothing.
yeah,
And I always wanted to dance like them. And I later, after maybe like 1 month, I met them in the discotheque,
yeah.
disco club, and they was like so dope. And from that moment, I wanted to dance. Before I was dancing like hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
I started with the basic, and like I was doing like 2 or 3 stuff like breakdancing.
Yeah.
The typical freeze, baby freeze,
Yeah.
or the turtle spin.
I still don't know how to do that one. I really suck. I know some basics of b-boy, but the freezes always get stuck. I have a bad shoulder, but that is not an excuse. I'm really suck at having that balances, and sometimes if you know the trick and where you have to put it's easy. Like I taught my students how to do baby freeze, but still I can't do it. It's so weird. But with this, just to say that I really think like b-boying or breakdancing, takes so much dedication. It takes so much struggle, because when you start like from this, and there's so many attempts, so many failures, until you do that one step one time, and then you start doing it.
It's kind of like if you have that passion and constantly. You need to be constant and really strong in the mind, because people are going like in the first day, or you get it or not. There are people with talent. There are people like they have to work that talent, but always it's easy if you got that here. In the future you can do it. So my advice to everyone when they start dancing, whatever, breaking or popping or belly dance, needs to be with passion and be strong, mind strong. If not, because the youngest now, they are so strong, they came in like they into it like really strong than us, because they have internet, they have Instagram, YouTube, every stuff. So for us, was really hard to get some move like from nowhere. The time when we started, there wasn't like YouTube, or
There was not
just the video. And it was so hard, but it's not impossible. Oh, it's possible if you want to fight for that. So breaking for me, special breaking for me is the most complete dance. Not just as about dance, it's a culture, lifestyle. And most of the people are complaining like, I don't know how to say in English. Like when they see it, it's like, oh, it's so easy. You just cleaning the floor.
It's good because it looks so easy, because you're doing it because of all that time and years of practicing. And that's what I really love about b-boying and breakdancing, because it's the epitome of life. In life, you're always like having something good things happen. You fail. You
get up.
get up. And I think as a b-boy, you're always like accepting failure as a step to success.
Yes.
And when you finally get success, you can do it and you can feel so happy, and it looks easy.
Yeah.
Like, it looks easy, but it isn't. I think that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That you can make something that is really hard easy. You can make all that struggle that you had until you reached your goal or you move, and suddenly you get it.
Yeah.
That for me, that is some beauty and art on that struggle that you have.
Yeah.
That it's really dope. You were talking about your advice. What advice would you give to like a younger generation? Of
First,
boys?
whatever is in hip hop or whatever, when you start to dance, just start to learn the knowledge, the origin from that dance, who made it, who created, why they created.
Yeah.
Because if you are into it, you have to know why you're doing it. If not, you can do it. You can be the best b-boy or the best hip hopper or locker popper, but you have to know why, who made that, what's the reason, you know? Because if you don't know, you're just dancing and you're doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you can be the best, but if I know from who you took that move, you don't know, but I know, and I can do it. Like, oh, you copying that? Everybody can copy,
Yeah.
but you have to know. And my advice is just learn, study the culture, then start to practice, to learn, you know, but always with old school people that really knows about it, or people that really are into it in that
Yeah.
stuff, you know. And that's it, and be constantly, for real, constantly, and strong mind, strong, and that's it.
That's
for
it.
me, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I think like sometimes like we go to the dance floor or go to a class and we really want to learn everything so quickly, and especially like breakdance stuff that it's so flashy, and we want to really know the move to impress, or like to get that feeling.
Yeah.
But it takes time. It takes consistency. It takes like one thing that I think I admire. It takes like at the same time technique, but at the same time practice your body, because if your body doesn't have the right strength to do that move, you cannot do.
Of course.
So
of course.
I think like it's so amazing, like all the skills that you guys have and the mindset that you have to have.
Yeah, especially when you start breaking, okay, b-girls or b-boys, has to know that if you want to get all that, you have to be so disciplined. Discipline for everybody. If you don't have discipline, you cannot reach or get that position that you want to be.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. So yeah, for me, the most important in that culture is to share.
Yeah.
And having fun, and you know, because that's what it is. People talking about unity, and you cannot be like just you.
Yeah.
And that's it. No, because if I'm good
Yeah.
in what I'm doing, I have to share with someone.
Oh,
You
I really dig that thing. It's like, I don't know if I told you, but that's why the project is called We Love to Dance. It's
Yeah.
because it cannot be like I love to dance. This is
Yeah.
not an I thing. It's we as a community. That's why I created, and that's why
cool,
the name
that's
is We
cool.
Love to Dance, not I love to dance. Like that's really dope. That see that as a dancers, like we think as the same. And it's really fresh and amazing, like seeing someone with such a big vision and open-minded like you. Like how about like about battling? How do you see like battles as a b-boy? How do you see like the battles, like a constant battleground for you to improve? It's something that it gives you like a lot of motivation to train. It's a place where you test your skills. What do you feel like for battling or when you battle?
Yeah, there is different type of battling, you know. For me, the battling is you can be like super strong with hunger, you know, be so hungry to battle. And when you battling, when you do stuff like burns or whatever, you like, people are watching, oh, they gonna kill themselves, you know. But when the battle finish, it's the battle, you know. And in the battle you have to know, like, you have to give 100% what you got, you know. Never give like 20 or 30%. Always 100%, you know. To be on top, you have to fight like in the real life. You cannot like just practice here, and in the battle, like, you battle like strong. You have, when you practice like you battling, you know. And in the life the same. For me, the battle, it's a really big thing. When you battle, you cannot be like intimidated, you know. You need to be open, like ready for that. So yeah, I can say, like, for me, the real battle is not just a competition in a, like, for example, Red Bull or Unbreakable or IBE. The real battle is when you are in the cipher, you know, and when you are sharing something with people, and who's calling out, you know. That's the real battle. Because in the commercial battle, you can have 2 goals, 3 goals, and you finish. And that's, for me, not the real battle, you know. The real battle is in the cipher. So yeah, basically that's what I'm thinking and feeling about battling. And yeah, of course, traveling is really important to improve your skills, and yeah, and the battle is important to have in that life.
Bro, really, you're really inspired. If you had like to choose one battle, one event, like for winning, like I know that winning is not the most important, but if like if you had to choose one, which event it would be and why?
Oh man, you know, every b-boy wants to be in a Red Bull BC1, but I think for me, the real battle, for me, one of the battle that I want to be, maybe in the Battle of the Year.
Yeah, Battle of the Year.
Battle of the Year, or let me check, Monster Energy. The Monster Tour, like Silverback Open Championship.
Oh, I didn't know about that Monster.
Yeah, this Monster, there's like Monster, they create the Monster team.
Yeah.
Then they create like Monster Energy Tour. Whoa. You know. And with that tour, they going directly to Silverback Open Championship.
Okay.
So I advise you not just to follow Red Bull BC1 or the Unbreakable Battle of the Year, but try to go to the local gyms. The local gyms, they are more like humble, and you can learn more, you know.
That's what I say to my kids. Like, I'm not a b-boy, but I teach them sometimes break to the kids, because I like them to have a bigger, wide open like thing about the hip hop scene. And one of the things that I told, that you learn this, but you have to go to battling, or you have to go to these small events, not the big ones, because everyone wants to go to big ones. You have to go to the small ones, because there is where you're gonna meet the b-boy that is gonna like help you with some top rock, and or you're gonna learn and share with people. That's definitely one of the ways that you can really improve a lot, is by being around people, being inspired, and learning. And I think that's a really good thing, like going locally. And one of the things that I think I already told you this, but I really digged a Battle of the Year. I see also some competitions, but I dig that one as a choreographer. Because it's not about who is the biggest b-boy. It's about the team. Who has the biggest, who can work as a team, who can like do some cool routines. And at the same time, it has that b-boy vibe, that let's go one-on-one. You did that move, I'm gonna do it better than you. I think it's as a show for me that I'm seeing, and I'll say as a choreographer, but because I like to see routines and what I can do to my next choreo. But as a show, it looks like shit. This has everything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the Battle of the Year, they made that for this reason because in the past years ago, like, and there's nothing like for a team show, like
Yeah,
to make a choreograph. Because in the hip hop, you see there's a world of dance and
yeah,
many,
yeah.
many. But the
Many
Battle of
things.
the Year is the one of the most breaking competition that you can bring your team and show what you got. Then, of course, there's the battles like crew versus crew,
Yeah.
one versus one. But yeah, the main thing in Battle of the Year is to show your crew what you're doing day by day.
Okay.
So for me, yeah, and the most important James is the local James where you can improve your skills and to know people,
Yeah.
like not really big famous b-boys, but you can meet them in small gyms. So I advise you go to the local gyms, then improve yourself in the big gyms.
Another way that you can really improve, by watching Chris Rock's video right now. I'm gonna put and follow him on Instagram and on social media. I'm gonna put Chris Rock video now for you to check his skills. Then we'll come right back. Okay, so we're back. We're back with Chris Rock on the spot. Okay. So you may be wondering, like Chris Rock, like I heard this name before. Okay, it is not a famous actor. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's true. But that's one thing that I was thinking about while watching. Like, why Chris Rock? Well, I know that all the b-boys has their identities, and always want to know the story about all the nicknames because I think it's as a b-boy it's always good to have your identity.
Yeah.
Why do you call yourself like Chris Rock?
Yeah, it's a really personal nickname because everybody thought like, oh, because he's rocking, like from top rocks or whatever. But there's two meanings of that name,
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can think like, okay, it's like the actor, whatever. But my name comes from the hard life,
Okay.
I grew up basically without my parents,
Shit.
So, but for me, in a special, that names means like to fight in the real life, to be stronger, and to don't let people like bullying you, like bullying or to mess up, But at the same time, I really get strong because of the experience of life, and and especially for the dance.
Yeah, the dance.
So, yeah, why put that name? Because I consider me like stronger, inside and outside, and I don't know how to explain the meaning, especially, but for me to be rock is not like to be always like strong, or to know when you can be stronger, when you can be weak, and with those things you can make one thing like makes you like a rock, and that's the meaning for me, and the other meaning is when I'm dancing,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rocking. You know, always, no matter if I'm sitting or eating or sleeping. For me, meaning the rock is to be always ready,
Yeah.
always ready.
Yeah.
So
I-
that's why.
I was just imagining like a video, like
Yeah.
we start like this, and you go like we do the little rock plays a sit.
Yeah.
We do that, and you just do the rock. I do
Yeah.
someone does a scissor, and you win like I am the rock.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah. That's why I put in that name because
It's really-
especially when I'm fighting for the breaking,
yeah.
for me it was really hard to make the event there in Spain to improve my skills, you know, and never give up because, man, I can tell you, I have 18 years in the game and I never give up. Like, oh yeah, fuck this shit, I'm not gonna dance anymore. Everybody has that time, like a weak time, like I don't want to dance anymore, or I just want to stop. But later I'm thinking, yo, bro, you put that name because of that reason.
The reason, yeah.
So yeah, nobody puts that to me, but for me it's special. So that's why I call myself like this.
Wow. So.
And
so,
it's not because the actor.
Yeah. But you can perform. Like I
Yeah.
can see. Like he's been in the house. Like we've been in the same house for 1 week, and it's been really crazy. It's been really fun, and we've done like some acting and dope stuff, and it's been really fun. Maybe we can put some on Instagram so that people can see all the crazy stuff we'll be doing. One of the things, like a bit like in a bit more serious like talk, like I have to be honest.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, and sometimes I always see that B-boys are so dope. You have like the dopest, craziest skill set, but sometimes like you know how to play the battle game, in the moves game.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think sometimes it's more harder, and I know a bit why. But it's harder for you to live as a dancer, even if you're not in a big team or you're not winning all the competition. It's hard, and sometimes we choreographers or teachers, we know a little bit better how to play and how to make money in a B-boy. Do you think? For me, I have two questions. The first, how do you think like it's possible to live as a b-boy? And the second thing is like, do you think like by being b-boy we should be more underground and not doing some stuff, more commercial stuff, because you lose your identity, even though you cannot make money of it? Or do you think like it's okay to do some commercial stuff, but at the same time like keep your stuff? What is your opinion about that? Because I'm not a b-boy, I have mine, but I don't live your lifestyle.
Yeah. Man, it's every people says like for living from breaking, it's so difficult. Yes, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
If you know how to move the culture, how to teach people and show yourself, you know. And it's not just about selling your products, or like breaking is not the product.
Yeah.
People are really how you say,
Protective.
yeah, or they are so messed up, you know, thinking about with breaking you cannot live, you cannot progress. Bro, I can tell you, there's a lot of company of breaking that they're living their dreams.
Yeah.
Even we can quit just for a moment Red Bull, because Red Bull is a product. It's not an essential breaking, you know. We have break free. We have that comes from Monster Energy. We have what do we have? I don't know actually the name of that companies of breaking, but there's a lot of people that living their dreams from breaking, and it's not impossible, you know. About the commercial, I think you can be yourself. Yeah, you can have your identity,
Yeah.
like as a b-boy or b-girl, you know. And I don't think so. Like being commercial, you cannot be yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you can work that because everybody wants to live from something like likes. You know,
Yeah.
I like to live from breaking, but I'm not just a breaker or b-boy. I'm a dancer as well, and I try to open my mind to progress. You know, and it's difficult, yeah, but it's not impossible. You know, I think like uh, the breakout culture and the commercial stuff can be together.
Can be. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So for me, being commercial is different. Like living like as a b-boy, you know, lifestyle. So can be together. You cannot say like, okay, now I'm gonna wear these shoes and I'm gonna sell, but I cannot do that because I'm a b-boy. No,
Yeah.
you know. So that's the thing. You can do both things.
You can. What things do you think a b-boy can do like to try to make a living out of it?
Bro, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can open a studio,
Yeah.
you know. You can start to share your videos, start to making a free classes from the moment, just to know why you're doing that, what is breaking, the
Yeah.
culture, you know, doing your own logo, you know.
Yeah.
I have my own logo, but it's not official. It's a name. It shows me your skills, you know.
Skills. It's a
We
dope
made
name.
it, yeah.
It's a real dope name.
And it's about
Having
that.
your own brand, like
Yeah.
even clothes.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that b-boys like is like having fresh clothes.
Yeah.
Or not having a thing, and even teaching. Like I think like part of the. I know that teaching like in the class in the studio is not the most
It's not the
b-boy
same.
b-boy
No.
thing, but for spreading the word, of course the kid or someone who starts breaking, not even someone like lives in a neighborhood that can have like
Yeah.
someone who's breaking, but if I do it on the studio and I want to learn more, there has to be like a place where I can start.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. There's dance schools. They just care about them styles, you know.
Yeah,
But if you are a hip hop dance school,
yeah.
you need to share everything, you know.
It's true.
Like for a b-boy, breaking is so difficult to improve in a dance school, you know. If you not open your own studio,
Yeah.
nobody can know. Like, okay, we got, for example, Louis giving a breakdancing classes, and it's amazing. But if your college just they are, you know, promoting them classes, nobody is gonna know what is the real breaking, you know. And that's why I'm telling, like, there's a lot of b-boys that they opening their own studios because it's so difficult to make that, but it's not impossible. You have the brands, you have the caps, you have shoes, you have everything. You can make a showcases, you know, a lot of things. You can make just a promoting maybe a product, you know, but with breaking.
Okay, I have it's more like not an opinion that I want to ask, but like I always had this crazy idea. Like I'm not a b-boy. I always had the crazy idea that I like, why don't like 5 b-boys like get together and they create a show? Even here in Portugal, like create a show. Like it can be like even a half an hour show. Like one has one each tells his own story, and then they do some cool stuff together. And I think like people would watch. Like if people paid like circus and other type of show, why wouldn't they do that? One of the things that makes me think about it, like it's maybe because it's more an individual thing, maybe because it's hard to do, like to get the paperwork to do. It's not. It doesn't give that enough money, like doing a show, because if you don't sell tickets, you don't get money. And it's like a risk. I wanted to know from your perspective, like what do you think that could be possible to do, or you think it's like why could it not happen? Why could it happen and why couldn't it happen?
Man, if you talk about street shows,
Yeah.
um, okay, there's two type of b-boys and b-girls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's b-boys and b-girls that they are just battling, just living for battles, and you know they do commercial stuff, but they can do street shows.
Yeah.
But there's only breakers, breakdancers that lives just for making money from the street shows.
Yeah.
You know, but I think we can do both things, like make a really good team to live from both things. You know, like showcases, like making a tour. You know,
Okay.
and as well making performer stuff like for selling whatever. But I think the showcases are more for fun, bro. I don't think so. Like you can live from that. You can live
Yeah.
maybe.
But I'm not telling like a show. I'm telling like a show like you like Cirque du Soleil or something like.
Yeah.
It has to be that big, like
Yeah.
in the beginning. But why don't why don't like people buy see tap shows, see dance shows, see ballet?
Yeah,
shows?
yeah.
Why not? Why not that happen? I know that it's in the street culture is more different, and to do that, and we should do more underground things.
Yeah.
But why not, man?
Yeah, to expand the.
There's movies
yeah.
about about dancers. So many stuff like about breakdance happening now, and I think the culture has so much appreciation. I think like it could be like a really good idea if someone wants to do this idea. I really do that for me. Do that for me because I know that I'm not the first one thinking about it, but I really want to see my b-boy friends getting money and get the things that they deserve because they put the lives on the line every time they do a trick. One of the things that I never understand is why we do a show and the b-boy doesn't get more money than the others. And people said, it's not fair. Even time like I dance more, but fuck it. Like if I can get myself injured at the same, but the risk of you getting injured and me getting injured, it's totally different.
Yeah, bro.
If I'm spinning with my head, the risk of me getting injured is totally different. Yeah. So if you will see a risk reward thing, I like sometimes we should get a little bit more on things.
Yeah, I saw many people when they went to the showcase like breaking. It's like whatever we saw that, but this looks like easy and but they don't know how many hours they training. What's the risk to be constantly and to be like really disciplined guy who's doing that every day everywhere. And I think it's gonna be really good idea to expand the street show to the theaters, to the I don't know, it's like the people are they really comfortable to see that only in the street. It's a street thing, but it's not just for street, it's for every people that who wants to see that. It's like, okay, you go to the opera, you can just see there. You cannot see, why you cannot see in the street too? There's two type of singers. So for me, it's really big thing. And the other thing, like they always mixing b-boys with hip hoppers. You know why? Because that's the commercial thing.
Yeah.
People wants to see not only breakers or just poppers. They want to see everything. This is the show.
But why not a whole thing? I'm just throwing balls. But why not the whole b-boy thing? Show?
Yeah. I think But most of the b-boys and b-girls, they're doing like really fun showcase, not the real essence of breaking, because people, they don't understand why you're doing like hand hops or just top rocking. Because you can have showcase with top rocking or just showcase with the acrobatic stuff or together. But most of the b-boys, b-girls, they're doing funny stuff with commercial music, because they don't know the real essence of that culture. So that's why I'm saying like could be like more open and people to know
To know that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the future, like Chris, what would you like to do for the future? Like in your dancing, and would you like to see like your life happening like?
Man, in the future, I want to see me like still dancing, and my dream is to open just a local gym
Yeah.
and my studio for everyone, like not just breaking or hip hop, who wants to share things, and to have some classes, but to give the chance to people that don't have this stuff, not just I'm not gonna say commercial school dance because every wants to have that stuff, but to give opportunity to the people that know every style, culture, and sharing. In the future, what I want, bro, is just to travel around and meet people and share and to get more knowledge. That's it. I cannot say maybe big thing for the future because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow or now, but my dream is to open a studio for everyone.
Cool. That is a good rule. Sharing is very good. Like sharing is power.
Yeah.
And dance has that power to give to people like an opportunity to.
I can say one thing. People think like dancing is like for stupid people or that just to dance, but dancing changes lives.
Yeah, I agree.
For a good way. For better, always.
Dancing changes lives. That's a good role.
Yeah, dancing changes lives.
That's a good phrase to end up our conversation. It was a pleasure, Chris. Hope you guys liked it, and guys and girls, of course.
Yeah.
I hope everyone liked this. Follow Chris' work. He's gonna start being around here in Portugal. So for workshops or classes or just advice, just DM him. You already know the drill. Please subscribe, put like on our video, help us give more content
and as well follow the We Love to Dance.
Thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace.